So here you can see some of our cadets climbing up the ladder. They're bringing up a line into the first floor so they can haul off the hose into the first floor. There are 2 lines of hose being laid out, one of which is getting hauled off into the first floor. The second one is going to be doing a door procedure on entering the building that is alight. You can hear the cadets calling the commands so that the person at the pump will allow the water to be turned on and they can get a supply so they can enter the building. So the pump's been supplied with water. Have a limited amount, only lasting about 6 minutes. Here we've got water coming to the first crew over here at the door. Here you can see Daniel fixing the hose, making sure there's no kinks so that we can get all that pressure through. Right at the front you can see Jakob spraying the door at the top, the middle and the bottom. That is to make sure that we can see where the heat layer is. If that smoke's at the top, only the top of the door is going to steam off. If all of it steams off, then we know that full room is alight and that whole room is filled with heat. The second crew has jumped from the line back down now. So Alyssa, who is at the bottom of the tower, is tying up the knot to bring up the hose to the first floor. Through here set up our triage area for any casualties that come out so they can get medical attention. That first crew I believe is now into the building. That first knot is done at the base of the tower. Alyssa's now tying a clove hitch around the branch so we can pull that line up into the tower. Come on guys, hurry up, hurry up! So that through the door is putting in short sprays into the building to cool down any superheated gases in the top of the room and basically making it a lot cooler and a lot more manageable for the crews to go inside. Here you can see the branch and the line of hose getting hauled into the building. They will then get that water on and progress to the second floor of the tower. So that first crew is now entering the building. Crew, hurry up! These hoses can get quite heavy, so it actually takes a lot of strength to actually pull these hoses and bring them into the building, especially when you're going up flights of stairs. So here we have our first casualty rescue. Can you please get around? Hey! So Daniel's bringing over the casualty to the triage area where he can get some first aid. Another casualty! in the country, CPR. Small little misfire. So that crew that entered the building has now retreated out now that they've found their casualty, and they've now put up a covering jet just to cool down the fire from the outside. So jets will be aimed into the window. This is where we'll fight the fire from the outside. We've now laid up out another covering jet with Jamie, Ollie and Ivy to further suppress the fire. There you can hear Ivy asking for the water. She's going to follow the hose back to make sure there's no kinks and then ask for water at the back of the pump. Then follows the water back to make sure there's no kinks. The crew on the second floor of the tower are now asking for water on. The water's coming through the hoses. Just managing them to make sure that water flows properly through those hoses. Rick on the first floor is now going to get that water on just to cool down.
When it's super hot in the building.
So that's the call to knock off the water and get the equipment all made up to be put back away. Before disconnecting all the hoses, we have to make sure that there's not too much pressure, otherwise those couplings could be quite powerful when we're disconnected, so we've got to make sure that water's drained before we disconnect it.
Sorry.
Oh, it's right.
No, thank you for my boys.
Go on, go. Spray this.
Thank you. Now there's the one standing in the way.
So what Jaden's done there, Jaden has ordered all the couplings to be put on the same line so that basically we can line them up and underrun them to get all the water out. We don't want to be having hoses that are filled up with water back on the truck. We want to make sure all that water's gone out.
As I said, we can turn them that way and then turn back once I'm up the run. One, just so. Oh, nice. This one.
So this is what we do to get the water out of the hoses. The cadets wait for the flow first so they're all nice and line. And you'll see all the water come out at the end of the hose. Sorry, wrong side of the pipe. That's all the water out of the hoses now. The rest of the cadets are going to jump back in to make sure that they're making up the hose as quickly as possibly.
There.
Jamie's there. Daisy is over there.
Clear behind! Wood! Clear behind! Wood!
You can hear those calls, that's just making sure there's nothing obstructing the person behind us walking backwards so that they don't fall over anything that's left out on the drill ground or at an incident.
Go down, get it! I'll take the second row now, yeah?
Where is he?
Right! Let's right, dress! Right, connect, connection! Right, is everyone fitting well?
Yes,
sir!
sir.
Lights us up. How does everyone feel about pass out? Go well?
Great. Yes,
Enjoy it?
yes.
Right, everyone stand at ease. So, we're going to all fall out as the last time as a cadet unit, because some of us are ranking up, some may be moving on. So, however you guys go, if you rank up, wish you luck. If not, I wish you luck with wherever you get up to. Cadets, fall out.
Cadets at ease. So first of all, I'd like to start off by saying thank you for allowing me to have your young people one night a week. It has been an absolute pleasure and they've really put in a lot of hard work to be here and put on that show for you today. So I just want to say a massive thanks to you guys, but also the young people here. Also just like to thank my volunteers, the back, you'll see them in a sec. Without them, running this unit would really not be possible. They all have other jobs outside of here, yet they still come here every week and put in the time to allow your young people to go on and do amazing things like they have today. So can I just get a round of applause? Go to my notes quick now because I've forgotten everything I have to say. Also, just thank you to the station as well. This station here, we have a massive group of firefighters that assist us, allow us to be here every week. Just really lucky to have them. Some stations isn't as lucky, but really thank you to you guys for having us every week and allowing us to come and mess around with hoses and spray water.
You'll see them over there, leaning coolly against a car.
There you go.
So have a good night. We're going to go into certificates now. I'm going to call out your young people. They're going to take the certificate, and if you would like to get a photo, please don't be shy. Come forward, come out here, you can get a photo. That's no issue. Okay. We'll start off with the first one. Is Cadet.
3 words, different meanings, but they all come under the same conclusion, and they all have something to do with us. I've been through a lot, but I know that when I stepped into the station, I've always had family. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, you're always family. God gave me a blessing, a superpower almost, and that's being creative and having a freedom of speech. A wise guy once said, with great power comes great responsibility, and if you use it to your advantage, you could break a cycle. I took advantage of my anger and it got the better of me. But now I know that I can find a way to build it back up because there's no I in team. I've got my family as my team, my staff and cadet companions to help me through this, and I'm going to make a promise right here. When I grow up to have kids, I want them to follow in my footsteps after I finish childhood. Not now, but who I am later. Before I finish this speech, I would like to mention some special people who've always been there since year 7, and that's Miss Bola, Miss Leanne, Miss Carol, Miss Simpson. Even though some of them are not here, they've been here for me during my school journey, and my partner in crime, Marnie. She's been my best friend since I can't remember, but she's always been there for me, and even when I left school, she was always calling me, hoping that I would come back. Thank you for hearing me.
I mean, I don't know how I followed that. Can we give another round of applause? It's my great pleasure to be here tonight. I'm here with you guys as a spectator for it. I'm one of the managers for London, so I go around and look at them all. But I want to say a massive well done to each and every one of you guys. There was so much going on. You were all cool, calm and collected under it. And that's because all of the time you guys have put in throughout the year to train on those. It's those minimal things that you do each week that build up. Now, you touched on it perfectly in your speech when you said about family. The Fire Brigade is a family, and your watch becomes your family. And as that, on the station, that's what we try and replicate. It doesn't happen everywhere, I'll be honest. There's always different groups, and each year it can be different. But from the sounds of it, you found a family here, and as have some of the others, which is so lovely to hear. So I hope you guys do keep in touch after your cadet career is finished, whether that's this year or in years to come. Always look at making friends in other sources, not just at school. That's my life lesson for you guys, because if you create them in other outlets, then you'll create a stronger bond with them, which I can see from the smiles of some of the faces, that's true of it. I want to say a massive thank you to all of our volunteers. We can't do this without volunteers, and we have operational volunteers that help us out, but amazingly, like I said, one of them's a new father, 3-month-old daughter, and he's still here weekly giving up his time. So we can't do it without them. If anyone would like to become a volunteer, let us know. There's always more room. You can become a cadet first, okay, in a few years. Love it though, leading by example. And a massive big thank you to Naz. So this is Naz's first year in post. He joined us as a volunteer many years ago. Yeah? He was part of the education team before that, but this is his first time as an FCC running a Passout. And I just want to say well done, because I know Steve has been a massive guidance in terms of the plan for this, so it's been a massive double act. Yeah, he's been around 14 years, so he's got a few years under his belt. But massive work, because I know you put in a lot of time behind the scenes with it and with the team. So my final well done and thank you is to each of you, because without the support that you guys give your young people, they wouldn't be able to come and do everything that they've been able to do. So I hope you take all the lessons that you have learned here at Cadets: teamwork, leadership, overcoming obstacles, anything that you find tough at first, great, that's a challenge, so you can learn from. I hope you take those into future careers that you do, or anything like that. Every future situation, I hope you take them with a positive head. But I hope you're all feeling really proud of yourselves, because you should be. Are you guys feeling good about yourselves? Yeah? Now, before they fall out for the final time, I'm just going to say we are going to get a big group photo, so you don't rush off anywhere. When you fall out, you're going to go in mark there, and that's where you can all come and take your big group photos as well. Don't worry with it. But yes, thank you very much to you guys as a whole team. You've done amazing.
Fall out.
And then straight back to the trophy. Sometimes there's a stand to attention, you know. Okay, next, in the front of this truck here, please.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.